Hey y'all, welcome back to Daily AMG and welcome to the second Tuesday in 2019. For every Tag Tuesday in January, I'm going to be concentrating on 2018 stat-related tags. And I forget the name of this one, but it'll be the title of the video. But there are 10 questions about 2018. So question number 1 is the longest book you read in 2018. This was Lethal White by Robert Galbraith, which of course is the pen name for J.K. Rowling for the Cormoran Strike series. This is the 4th book in the Cormoran Strike series, and it was 656 pages, and it was so worth it and so fantastic, and I just really need more, J.K. Rowling. I need more. Question number 2. What book took you the longest to read in 2018? I'm going to go with Mary Shelley's Frankenstein on this one only because I've wanted to read it for years and I've picked it up several Octobers in a row and I finally started and finished it in 2018 and I only gave like a 3-star. I was really disappointed, especially as much time as I feel like I have put into this. Question number 3. A book you read in 2018 that was outside of your comfort zone. I'm going to go with Shauna Maguire's Every Heart a Doorway. This is a part of the Wayward Children's series, and it is young adult fantasy, magical realism. It is the first, and I think a series of 4, or maybe the 4th book comes out this year, maybe even this month or next month. And this is about children who have gone through doorways. Basically, you could like open your closet door and suddenly you're in like a parallel universe. And this follows a school for wayward children who now are back onto their plane that they need to be in, back into Earth, whatever, they're back. And they are being reintroduced into society. That's not really like, anyways, it's like a halfway house for the children who have gone through doorways and into fantastical worlds, and then them coming back and going through, I don't know. It was definitely outside of my comfort zone, as you can tell, and I gave it a 3.5-star rating, but I definitely don't want to continue in this series, I don't think, unless someone says that the next ones are just better. So let me know. All right, question number 4. How many books did you reread in 2018? I'm going to say maybe 5 or 6. I'm not huge on rereads, but there are definitely books that I read when I need to, I don't know, there's something about the way that book always makes me feel. So think like the Harry Potter series, or there's some books by my favorite author, Melanie Shankle, that I reread. There's some books that I tend to just really want to be back into that world. Number 5. What was your favorite reread of 2018? So I'm going to go with Eric Larson's The Devil in the White City on this one. And I meant so much to put that on my favorite books of 2018. That was probably like top 3 favorite books of 2018. And I forgot. I will do better in 2019, I promise. But this is nonfiction. And it follows the creation and the time that the World's Fair was in Chicago. During that time, there was also a serial killer on the loose, and it follows those 2 cases, those 2 situations that just they're so paralleled within this time frame, and so it's so good. If you like nonfiction that deals with history, especially U.S. history, especially something like the World's Fair, something that is so massive and that created things that we still to this day, like juicy fruit gum. That was something that was introduced at the Chicago World's Fair, and we still have juicy fruit. So it's so cool. It's so interesting. I freaking love nonfiction. I freaking love nonfiction that deals with history. I freaking love history. Freaking love history. Freaking love it all. All right, let's see here. What book was that? Or what number was that? Oh, okay, number 6. A book that you read for the first time in 2018 that you already look forward to rereading. I'm going to go with American Gods by Neil Gaiman. Really, all of Neil Gaiman. I definitely want to continue to read his works. He's just brilliant. He's so brilliant. And American Gods is so phenomenal. I can't wait to reread it and find new things within it. And it's already just such a vast, intricate world as it is. And so I want to get lost in that forever. Number 7, your favorite single short story or novella read in 2018. I don't know specifically, but I'm sure that my favorite short story had to have come from Back Talk. This collection of short stories is so fantastic, and it's about women and just all the intricacies of female relationships, and it's so good. Oh, sorry, I don't know if you can hear the trash man, but that's what that noise is if you can. All right, let's see here. Number 8, Mass Appeal. A book you read in 2018 that you would recommend to a wide audience. I'm going to go with How to Walk Away by Catherine Center. This follows she's like just out of college, so like 18, 19, no wait. How old would you be right outside of college? So she's early 20s. Yes, okay. So she's early 20s. She thinks she has all of her ducks in a row. She's got a perfect boyfriend. She's got all of, just job opportunities lined up, and she gets into an accident. And it just changes the entire course of her life. It's just so real and so raw, but it also has a great family dynamic. It has a great coming to terms with your situation dynamic. There's a romantical element in it, and it was just really well done, and it was excellent, and I really want to continue. I think Catherine Center has another book coming out. Honestly, I think Catherine Center has actually written more books than I realized. I don't think this was her debut. I just happened to have been sent this by the publisher, and I had no idea who she was, but the book just completely took me by surprise. I gave it 5 stars, and if anyone has asked me recently or within 2018 since I've read it, for a recommendation, that is always the top of my list. It is so good. All right. Number 9, Specialized Appeal. A book you read in 2018 that you would hesitate to recommend to a wide audience. I'm going to go with Bird Box by Josh Malerman just because it is something that I had never read before. It's like science fiction thriller, and it's super, super terrifying, but not in a like bump in the night kind of way. It's not like a slasher thing, even though there are elements of you just don't know what these creatures are. And of course, it's gone ham with popularity recently because of the Netflix adaptation. But it is, I think, for people who like science fiction, I think people who like the horror thriller genre, I think they will really appreciate what Josh Malerman has done here, in the sense of you have some sort of plague that has taken over the world. And if you make eye contact with these creatures, you will go insane, kill yourself, kill others, etc. But then also it's an open-ended ending, and a lot of people hate that. So that's kind of, I think, where a lot of people that's where your mixed reviews come from, I think. But I loved it. I really did. I thought it was excellent. All right, number 10. Reflect on your year as a bookish content creator. Wow, that's heavy. I don't know. I've been back on YouTube for a year, which is kind of crazy. I'm not going to do anything crazy to like celebrate that because I'm not necessarily like great at being on the wagon. Sometimes I'm on the wagon. Sometimes I'm like cities away from the wagon, but I'm back now with the reins on this wagon. Why are we? I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I do a lot more on Instagram. Instagram is pretty much like my daily, all the time stories and posts, etc. I've since linked my Instagram to my Facebook page, and that's done really well. I get asked weekly for book recommendations, and honestly, that to me is a total win. I wish it was more often, but once a week, once or twice every few weeks is a fabulous average. I am so thrilled with that, and that's honestly just why I came to do this anyway. I just want to be able to get books in the hands of people who maybe wouldn't pick something up because they're just not the type to go browse a bookstore, or unless they hear a bunch of hype, it's not on their radar. And I don't know, I just love that. I love when people reach out to me and ask me for book recommendations. It makes me so happy. And the other day, my girlfriend said, I watch your videos, but I don't read. So I'm really hoping that one day she picks up something that I recommend, because that will make me like, that will just totally make my whole, I'm going to make this, that's the whole name of the game. My job would be done. So thank you all so much for watching this, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, y'all.